welcome back to another Sunday prep day. If you're new here, every Sunday I prep for the week, which means cutting all my vegetables, and if I need to do anything that takes a long time, I'll do that as well, like soups, sauces, salsas, that kind of stuff. But today I'm just gonna be cutting some vegetables while I go over my meal plan. So we'll start by cutting up some onions. So for lunch today, I'm gonna have some sandwiches, as I usually do on Sunday, because I'm diabetic, had to cut carbs, and the easiest way I found for me to do that was to cut them from lunch, but I do miss bread, so on the weekend I have my cheat days. So, and then for dinner tonight, I'm gonna have some wraps with some shawarma and some peppers, some onions, all that good stuff. Then tomorrow for Meatless Monday for lunch, I'm going to make an omelet. So I'm going to have all kinds of veggies in there, like onions, peppers, chilies, maybe some carrot, garlic, lots and lots of veg. And then for dinner, I'm going to do some rice, some lime cilantro rice with some beans. So I am currently soaking some beans for tomorrow, because those need to soak overnight. So yeah, I'm gonna have different vegetables with that as well. So I'm just gonna finely dice this red onion. So that was Monday. For Tuesday, I'm gonna do some green beans with some chicken. And then for dinner, I'm gonna do some tacos with some sausage, and again lots of veggies like peppers, onions, things like that. And then we're on Wednesday. So for lunch, I'm gonna do some stuffed peppers. That's one of the things I need some diced onion for, so I can put that in. If I cut it like I did that, then it won't really fit that well in the peppers. So finely diced, and then I am gonna roughly cut some more red onion for some other things. So Wednesday for dinner, I'm gonna make a jambalaya. So I need onion, celery, garlic, and things like that. And then we're on Thursday. On Thursday for lunch, I'm gonna have some chicken with broccoli. I think I can mix up some days if I want to. But broccoli, and then for dinner, I'm gonna do some hutspot. And hutspot is a traditional Dutch dish made with onions and carrots, and then you mix that with some potato. The traditional way is not with potato, because potato wasn't around back then, because that comes from South America. It was with parsnip. So I am going to do carrots, parsnips, onions, and potato. And the reason I'm having that on Thursday is because I don't live in Leiden, where this is a tradition, but I thought it would be fun to do, because this week I'm doing a What I Eat in a Day video. I'm just cutting up these green onions for my jambalaya. I forget what year it was, but it must have been in like the 1600s or before. The city of Leiden was occupied by the Spanish, and when the siege was finally lifted, the first meal they had was hutspot. So that's the dish that I just described. So every year on October 3rd, they celebrate that occasion by eating hutzpot. And I thought, if I'm going to do a what I eat in a day video, that would be fun to do so I can talk about that. I'm just cutting up some leek. I'm just going to use that in my stuffed peppers and maybe my jambalaya, because this is left over from last week, so I just want to use that up. And then we're on Friday. I'm going to do some green beans or some broccoli with some fish, probably salmon, because there's 2 pieces of salmon in a pack that I need to use 1 piece for dinner because I'm gonna do a poke bowl. So I have to defrost the whole thing. So I'll probably use that salmon then since it's already open. So let me cut a few cloves of garlic. This is gonna go in the jambalaya, in the tacos, in the omelet. Most dishes that I'm going to be making. I like having dishes that share ingredients. So it's just easy to prepare and it saves on waste. So I'm just going to quickly go through all these cloves. Alright, that's garlic done. Then next up, for my stuffed peppers, I need some peppers. So I'm gonna cut this one in half and just clean it out. And I'm just gonna stuff it with some chicken and lots of vegetables. So no rice or anything like that because I want to keep it low carb. So just mixing all the vegetables with the meat because I have some ground chicken and I'm just gonna stuff that in. So then I have some more peppers. I have 2 red ones and a green one, these pointy ones. So again, I'm just gonna clean them out real quick. And then I'll just cut them into ribbons, and these are gonna go in my shawarma, in my rice and bean bowl, in my tacos, probably some in jambalaya, so in a lot of different dishes. So I'll just cut them all into ribbons. And then for pretty much the same dishes, I need some chilies. So I have some cayenne, some green, and some red. So I'll just slice these. And I'm just going to leave the seeds in because they're not too spicy. But yeah, like I said, these are going to go in my omelet, in my tacos, in my jambalaya, in my shawarma, in my rice bowl with beans. So I have these cayenne done. And get that out of the way. And then I also have some jalapenos. So same things, but for these I am going to take the seeds out. Just because I don't like that big pith in the middle getting into everything. So I'm just going to clean those out. And I'll just cut these into ribbons. And then next up, for my jambalaya, I need some celery. So I'm just going to cut 3 ribs. And I'll probably put a little bit of this in my stuffed peppers as well. Then let's do some parsnip. Here's my peeler. So I'll just quickly peel this. And just cut off the tip. And this part is quite narrow, so I'll just cut that like this, and where it gets a little bit thicker, I'll cut it in half. And I'll just make sure that the pieces are roughly the same size, so they'll cook at the same time. There we go. And then I have this carrot, and I'll quickly peel that as well. And same thing, right here at the point, it's quite narrow, so I'll just do some medallions, and then this piece I'll cut into half, and then cut into pieces. This is all going to get mashed, so the shape doesn't really matter that much, but I just want to have everything like roughly the same size so it cooks at the same time. And then this one is a little bit thicker still, so I'll put that in quarters. So that's for my hutzpult. And then I have a little bit of carrot left over from last week, and I'm just going to get my julienne slicer. I'm not going to bother peeling this because it's going to get grated, so the skin doesn't really matter. But I'm just going to slice this up in little julienne to go in my stuffed peppers, and maybe I'll sneak it into my beans and some other dishes as well. So that is carrots done. Then I have some cilantro, because with my beans I'm going to do some lime cilantro rice. So I'm just going to save the stems for something like a curry, and this I'll just cut nice and fine. Well, I'll cut it rough first, just so it's easier to work with, and I'll just keep running my knife through to get it nice and fine. So yeah, I'll have this with my rice as lime cilantro rice, but I'll also probably, when I stew down the beans, I'll put some cilantro in that as well. And I have this, it's not tomato puree, it's like tomato and pepper puree. So as in like sweet pepper, bell pepper. So I'll probably use that to stew it down, and some vegetables, and serve that over the rice. Might do some corn as well. I still have some cans of corn in the pantry. Okay, that is cilantro done. And then for 2 meals, I need some broccoli. So I'm just going to cut some florets off. And I'll just cut these florets into bite-sized pieces, and I'll just do enough for 2 meals. And that should be enough for 2 meals. So then I just have a whole bunch of green beans. And then I'll just top and tail these real quick. And a quick time check, we're at 24 minutes, and I have everything ready to go for the week. So now I can have lunch or dinner on the table in minutes. So I'm just going to clean up a little bit. If you like this kind of content, I do this every single Sunday. And this week I'm also going to be filming a what I eat in a day video. So we'll start with that in a little bit. It's 11 now. So when I have my lunch, that's the first meal of the day, I'll start filming that. So that should be coming out on Friday. And yeah, if you like this, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Until next time, bye for now.